Today we're at the airport. I told Wifey to get ready. I didn't want her knowing where we were going, so I booked 2 plane tickets, which she doesn't know. I just told her prepare for the cold so we can go ahead and travel. All she knows is that it's extremely cold. One of the determinations of where we were going was because I entered the lottery for Broadway. I lost it, and therefore we are not going to New York City. But we're still going somewhere cold. Barbie found out where we were going.
I'm looking it up. I've actually never heard of this place.
So we're going to Albany and we're gonna drive up to Lake Placid.
We're driving up? Oh my god, I'm scared.
We're driving up to Lake Placid. I've never been, so I thought it'd be very cool to do that.
The current weather is 5 degrees.
With a -2 feel.
Does he not know I hate cold weather? Oh.
What we plan on doing is renting a car in Albany and driving up to Lake Placid. There's supposed to be snow, so we might be doing some fun activities in the snow, but we'll see. We're here picking up our car and budget. It was actually super cheap to rent a car here. I think total with taxes and fees for 3 days, we're paying like $97 with like 33 cents. So
I'm hungry and I'm ready. I'm prepared, mentally preparing myself for the cold. Mentally.
So it says the feel is -2 degrees. We stopped for a second. We got something to eat.
It wasn't a second.
It wasn't. We took a while. And let me tell you, this weather got my mocos coming up. I got mocos on.
It is so cold, but it's so beautiful.
But we already had Chipotle. So it was good.
Chipotle is my life. I can't see the road.
We finally arrived at our destination. It is Winter Wonderland.
This is so beautiful and so scary at the same time, because I had to drive 2 hours in what felt like a snowstorm.
The hotel is beautiful, kind of antique-ish, but our room is super nice, super spacious. I like it. It's different. What do you think, babe?
It is very nice. It kind of reminds me of the Titanic.
We just got done with having our breakfast here at the hotel. We were evading coming outside.
Yes, we were.
Because it's cold, but we have to get to start doing activities. We're staying in a little town right outside Lake Placid, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This small town filled, old churches, small homes. It's beautiful. And bush push. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
I was gonna cry.
I've never been to the Olympics, so even just coming to a rink where they played the Olympics and they still use it here in Lake Placid is super cool. In 1980, this is where the young, unexperienced United States hockey team beat the USSR, the Soviet Union, in what is known as Miracle on Ice. And this is the actual scoreboard from that day, 4-3. So, and they do have it displayed here in the lobby area of the Olympic building. Super cool. We wanted snow. We're definitely getting snow. As a tradition, everywhere we travel to, we buy a postcard, which baby found the best postcard. Right, we're in Lake Placid, so we found a beautiful postcard, and we were looking for a post office. So happened to be that where we parked, there's a post office right across the street. We've been looking at a few things to do today. The issue with finding the things to do today is that because there was high winds yesterday and snow, a lot of the things that we want to do were closed down. So we were gonna go snowmobiling, but all the trails are shut down. And then we were gonna do tobogganing, something like that. But I don't think the lake is frozen enough for it. Or maybe they shut it down because of yesterday. But apparently you slide all the way down into the frozen lake. But yeah, the scenery is beautiful. As you can see, what we've come across is that a lot of the activities that we wanted to do, we aren't able to do. Look at all that snow. So we were going to Whiteface Mountain, and the route that we're supposed to take is blocked off by snow. Therefore, we're gonna keep looking for other things to do. It's still cold. It's even colder up here in the mountains. We're like at an elevation of almost 5,000 feet in Whiteface. So we wanted snow, we got it. We made it to the Whiteface snow lift. Everybody that's here is obviously getting ready to go snowboarding and skiing, but they do just have a lift to spectate. You can go up there, hang out in that area. They really don't have anything at the top, but like they don't have some place to drink or some place to hang out. It's more of sightseeing. So that's what we're doing. Me and Barbie are just gonna sightsee up there and then come back down. We're finally getting on the lift to go to the top.
Talk about fixing my fears.
We made it to the top of Whiteface. It is freezing, and as you can see, it is snowing. It is cold. What are you looking at, baby?
Freezing. So
It is extremely cold. I'm gonna be very honest with you. This cold hurts. Huh, babe? Fingers are frozen. And we are off. Look at that. We were winding down in the hotel. We're gonna get ready to go have some dinner and listen to a live band. And we received a call from the Snowmobile company that the trails are open up again tomorrow and that we're able to go snowmobiling. So I made sure to rebook our reservation and tomorrow at noon.
He needs boots, so we gotta get that first.
Yeah, I need to buy boots. My feet were freezing today. So I'm excited though.
Me too.
We are ready to go have some breakfast, buy me some boots because I froze my feet yesterday,
Seriously.
and get on the snowmobile. And then we fly out today. We gotta go back home to our children.
Okay.
Join us on the snowmobile. It is cold. Wifey's over here trying to stay warm.
I can't feel my feet.
She can't feel her feet. But it's beautiful. All white surroundings. That's our guide. We made it back to the car. Barbie is freezing her life away. It doesn't help that this morning was 10 degrees and then riding at about 40 miles an hour doesn't help. I think I can probably take all this stuff out though. Maybe. That's hot.
Hot. I'm freezing.
I have to say, the ride was very fun. I felt like a rag doll because Mr. over here wanted to go so fast, but at the same time, it was very, very, how do you say divertido?
Divertido.
Divertido.
My audience gotta learn Spanish and English.
Adventurous, I think, I want to say that's what it is.
It was
But anyways, it was very fun. I will say we were a little more prepared for this adventure compared to yesterday's, going God knows how high up in the air, almost 5,000 feet. We came to find out that yesterday's temperature up there was negative 40 plus.
That's why we froze in about 10 seconds.
That's why we were in so much pain. It was so painful. It wasn't a normal, oh, you know, it's cold. No, it was painful.
So, just so you know, I asked Google, divertido in English is fun.
Oh, okay. So,
But if it sounds better in Spanish, like
does.
divertido, like it
yeah,
was cool. It was
divertido.
divertido.
So, yeah, we were a little more prepared this time. We had hand warmers, and Alex ended up giving me his because it wasn't enough for, like, the cold was just too much.
Well, and because I was driving most of the time,
Yeah.
the snowmobile, the handles have a heater, so like a heated steering wheel. It was just like that. So because I had that, I was like, she can take my hand warmers because that thing was extremely hot.
Yeah.
To where I would have to let it go and let it cool down for a little bit to then touch it again.
For me, it was just too cold to the point where I could not feel my hands. Not just my fingers, my hands. Aside from that, I do have a little bit of a condition in my fingers where I don't have circulation that run through them very well. So it was not helpful. And he kept asking me, oh, do you want to drive? Do you want to drive? I'm like, no.
But she did.
I ended up driving. I went slow, but I did. Only because the tour guide was like, all right, it's your turn. Let's go. And I was just like, I guess so. but I legit couldn't feel what I was doing. I don't know how I managed.
And don't misunderstand this. Barbie does. She loves all of that, riding motorcycles, riding four-wheelers. The problem here was that it was just too cold for her.
Yeah.
Right? Because if she wasn't as cold or wasn't freezing, she would have been took that snowmobile away from me. And would have been like, I'm driving now. So
like, gang, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, overall, it was a really good experience. And the tour guide was very nice, very personable. Every break that we took, he came straight to us and started talking and goofing off with Al. So it was good. I enjoyed it. How about you?
Oh, I enjoyed it for sure.
Well, it's definitely your type of thing.
For sure.
Our type of thing.
Thank you guys for joining us on this very, very cold trip. We finally made it back to Florida.
I'm exhausted, but I'm ready to see my kids.
Yes. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us for more little adventures and big ones too.
Yes.
Thank you.